the day that we stand, we walk. It's not about career.
Yes.
It's not about money.
No.
It's about your right to live as a human being.
A man who sparked a revolution. There is only one race, the human race. So why is this corrupt system still out of place? We all bleed, feel and love the same. So why is it every week we hear a different black person's name? We have all been living in air that's congested, and yet no one has taken action towards the rights that have been requested. Derek Chauvin, a white police officer, pressed his knee to Floyd's neck for almost 9 minutes. Even after they checked his pulse, he continued to wash away George's spirits. The outrage and utter lack of respect, the cop couldn't have cared less. As I switch on my phone, I wonder how this world had gotten into such a mess. What if it were the other way around? Black privilege was prime and the whites would be thrown on the ground. George Floyd said, "I can't breathe" 12 times, and still these cops get away with these inhuman crimes. How many black innocent people have to die just for a few ignorant people to finally clear their vision? This fight for change will bring us closer, not cause division. How can you not see that the officers who kill one in millions are this world's real villains? Together we can remove this racist pollution and turn this decade into a revolution. We will say their names and give them the justice they deserve, because as we create change, they will be able to sit back and observe. I do not care what your race, religion, or sexual orientation is. There isn't any valid reason to not speak up. Those who were killed never had the pleasure of a heads up. You can still breathe, you woke up this morning. Never take advantage of that, because the families of victims still continue mourning. There is no excuse for growing up in a racist household if you are old enough to know what is wrong and what is right. You are either against us or are going to help us win this fight. If you are an individual that talks and speaks on All Lives Matter, then you are the very reason that we will see this world and nation shatter. In 1968, the Civil Rights Act movement was passed, meaning no discrimination based on race, colour, religion, sex, or national origin. So why is it that 52 years later, we are still fighting for something that should be forbidden? There shouldn't have to be protests to get rights for the black community. It shouldn't be something to fight for. It should already be there. Black people shouldn't have to feel in danger depending on what they hold or what they say and where. The end of racism starts with you. Your voice could make someone change their view. The end begins with not being scared to call out a person who entertains discrimination. Become the person who puts an end to this extreme anger and frustration. 2020 is the decade of change, not outrage. 2020 is the decade of justice, not corruptness. 2020 is the decade of a revolution, not an execution. 2020 is the decade of Black lives cheering, not fearing. 2020 is not the end of the world, but the beginning of a new one.